Hi, I'm Mike Cerrone with Mastermind Agent, and welcome to the Referral Mastermind Call. This is where we talk about how to get more repeated referrals from your friends, family, and past clients. I'd like to start off with a quick idea that I think is really timely for this part of the year. We're sitting here in the last couple weeks of the year, and when you're doing that, usually things are a little bit slower in your real estate practice. This is a great time to do this next idea. And this idea is to reach out to your current past clients, people that you just helped within the last year, and provide them with what we call a tax letter. A tax letter. They're going to need their settlement statement from this prior year for their upcoming tax return. If they're going to either do it themselves or hand it off to their accountant or tax preparer. And so we can help them and look like a hero at the same time. So what you do is you go back into your closed files and you make a copy of the closing statement, the settlement statement that you had for that closing that happened in this year. And what you're going to do is you're going to accumulate all those up, and then you're going to put a cover letter on top that says, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, it was great working with you this year. So happy to be doing that. I know you're going to need this document for your taxes that you're going to be preparing for the year. And I know that's going to be coming up. So I want to get this in your hands in case you couldn't reach the file for some reason. I know you're going to need this document. And so go ahead and take this document and put it somewhere safe. Again, you're going to need it for either preparing your own taxes or hand it off to your tax preparer. And so that's pretty cool. That's a great way to reach out to your past clients that have just closed within the last year. So go ahead and put that in your toolbox. It's something you can use. All right, so let's do this for the next section. We like to open up if anybody has any questions about their repeater referral program. They would like us to talk about any topics that they're working on, or they have any burning questions on how to get more repeated referrals. This is a great opportunity for you to do that. So go ahead and just unmute yourself and let us know what you're thinking, and we'll chat away, see if we can help you. And it looks like everybody was a little bit shy on that one. didn't want to join us. So I'm gonna give you one more idea why I'm thinking about it, and that's this. Again, this time of year, we're sitting in December, about mid-December. This is a great opportunity for you to create your annual marketing plan for the upcoming year, your annual marketing plan for the upcoming year. Don't let this opportunity slip by. This is what the top agents are doing. Usually in November and December, they're making their plan for the upcoming year because they know when you get in the heat of the moment, it's hard to create a plan, let alone execute it. So they try to put their plan together now, and they're going to create for their PCSOI, their past clients' sphere of influence. They're going to create this annual marketing plan. So they map out the entire year. They're going to take a calendar and they're going to schedule out exactly what it is. Don't skip this step. This is really important. What you're going to be doing when you do that, by the way, is you want to make sure that you're reaching out with multiple mediums when you're talking to people, because the top agents reach out at least once a month. Some are reaching out twice a month, and a few are going all the way up to 3 times a month, which sounds crazy, right? The way that you make it look, handle it so that it's not overbearing on your client, so they don't get fatigued from hearing from you, is that you come at them from multiple sides and multiple mediums. So you could be reaching out by phone, you could reach out by text message, you could reach out by email, you could reach out by social media posts. These are all ways that you could be reaching out to these folks and get in front of them and let them know that you're available to assist them when it comes to real estate. So as you're building out that annual marketing plan, be sure to look at these ideas and remember the multiple medium approach. All right, so that's the way you get away with contacting someone so often without getting fatigued. All right, so that's what I'm going to leave you with on that. Let's do this. We're talking about repeating referrals, how to get more repeating referrals from our friends, family, and past clients. If you have any questions about how to do that in your practice, go ahead and unmute yourself and let us know what you're thinking. This is an open forum. We're here to help. If you have anything you'd like us to chat about, now's your opportunity. Howdy. How's it going?
Hey, how are you?
It's great. I'm great, thank you. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to
What's your
meet
name?
you. Silvana?
Silvana. Nice to meet you, Silvana.
Yes, first time here.
Hey, it's great to have you here. Hey, how can I help you with your repeat and referral business? What would you like to know?
Well, that's a great question. Um, um, well, how can well, I'm trying to stay consistent, sending things to my current database.
Good.
So that's how I'm trying to stay in front of them. So they can remember me, you know what I mean? So
Sure. What are you sending out to them, and what's your plan of action? What's working for you? What's not? What are you doing there?
okay, right now I'm just well, before I was trying to make calls, stay in contact, but I realized last week I was going through my database that I had it all over the place. So it's like, oh my God, I have not been in contact with everybody. My database is still small, like 80 people, past close clients. And then I realized that I have not been in contact with everybody, because you think, oh yeah, I've been talking with so-and-so, but what about the rest? So I just sign up for constantly sending something monthly. So they will be arriving by mail versus email. And then I print out my database to have it in front of me, because I know technology is awesome to keep track of everything, but I am such a paper person. So I'm going to be like making a point to connect with them, every week
Oh,
or
wow.
every month.
Oh, what, every month?
Yes.
That's a great idea. I like what you're doing. There's a lot of different points there we can talk about. One of those is you're doing mail outs. So tell me more about the mail out that you're doing. What are you going to be doing to reach out once a month?
Well, like I said, I just signed up with a Core Factor, Core Factor. They have like a campaign to be sending them to the database something, regarding the market, and so that's how I'm going to be trying to stay in contact with them.
Oh, so good. So it's going to be like a market report or some statistics
Yes.
on your local market.
Yes.
Um, cool. And what else are you going to be doing to reach out to these folks?
I into videos. I do, send them videos, and then calling them quarterly. Anything that
Cool.
you suggest?
Well, first, let's keep talking about that. So you said you're going to send them videos. What kind of videos are you? Is this video of yourself
Yes,
presenting
myself,
to them?
just saying hello to, thinking about them, so they will, when I don't make the phone call, I will do the video.
So you're doing a one-on-one, like a bomb video, where you're
Yes,
saying,
correct.
"Hey, how you doing, Sally or John?" And
Yes,
you give a little quick personal message.
yes.
Good. Yeah, I like that. Now, in addition to that, you can also do a more general message where you're reaching out to say, give a market report just coming from you, so people see you and your face talking the report. If
Mm-hmm.
you do that, you are now seen as the expert. So,
Yeah.
as an example, you could take that postcard that you're doing once a month and the stats that are on it. You could
Mm-hmm.
flash it up on the screen and say, hey, I just want to give you the monthly updates. Here's what we've got. You get days on the market, sold to list price ratio, whatever other stats you have. And you can also
Okay.
do comparative stats, like, hey, here's what the market's doing and here's what my stat is, to help them there. You could describe what the stat means. Usually, if you do a relative, it helps people. So if you could say, hey, the stat before to stat today is X, like days on the market.
Yeah.
This compares to a month ago and maybe a year ago to give them perspective on the change of what's going on. And you can do all this in like a 2-minute video or 5-minute video, a real quick video.
Okay, great.
And then you could post it out on, say, YouTube. If you got yourself a YouTube channel,
I do.
You can get yourself some nice, cheap SEO. Be sure that if you're going to do that, that you give a little bit of an offer and call to action at the end. Hey, if you want to know what the value of your home is, go to this site or call me or text me, whatever your action you want them to take is. You could do that in a quick 15-second at the end. You could also offer a list of homes. So be sure to make a quick offer with a call to action. And if you're doing that on Facebook, you also want to put that link or the information that you're asking them to do with the offer down below in the call notes. And
okay.
Say, hey, check out the call notes down below. And then you can take that link and you can email it or text it out to your base to the video. Say, here's my video.
Perfect.
What do you think about that?
Phenomenal. Yeah, it will kind of combine in everything I'm going to be doing. Awesome. Thank you.
That's exactly right. You want to kind of leverage these things out to get as much out of it as you can, and make it as easy as you can, right? So
yes.
I like what you're doing. I think it's a great idea. Let's talk a little bit more. If you don't mind, I'm kind of enjoying chatting with you.
Absolutely.
So you've got this this idea here, which is pretty neat. I'm sorry, I'm trying to help somebody get in. There we go. You got this idea of, I think you said your database was 80 and you were having a hard time reaching out to everybody. Have you created your list? Have you actually worked on expanding that list and making sure you have the contact information for everyone?
I do. That's what I've been doing the past last week, gathering everybody. So what I'm doing is like whoever, the names, the address, the phone numbers, the emails, the year that they bought the house. And also I annually do send a happy anniversary. Oh my God, it's been 5 years or 7 years or last year card. And so anything else that you can help me,
Sure.
add into that?
Yeah, you're doing a great job, by the way. This is good. And I think you hit on it. I just want to clarify.
Yes.
When you're building that out, be sure you grab their home anniversary date, the date that they bought with you.
I did that.
That is like the best day to contact them because it's a special day between you and them. Nobody else shares that day or the significance of that day.
Yes.
And calling them up and saying, hey, remember 7 years ago we helped you buy your home? Hey, it's a great icebreaker and a way to break into how are you doing? How's the family? How's the house? Right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to mention go ahead.
No, I was looking for a card that I just bought. I got it right here. I got a new happy anniversary, home anniversary. So I tried to get them ready.
That's awesome. Now you're sending that out. It sounds like a postcard. It
is actually, I'm trying to get I'm so organized.
It's all right.
I just ordered them, so I need to place them.
I put you on the spot.
They have to be here. I will look for it, but yes, it is just like a simple card. It has the home, and I'm kind of gathering, these days, to have them ready and send it to them.
Yeah, and you can batch them up and send them out at the beginning of the week. Like every Monday, you put out all of them for that week. The other one, see, it's such a great day. You can do the postcard. That's a good one. You can do an email. You can do a text. You can do a phone call. See, that's a really good one for that phone call reach out where you're if you don't get a hold of them, that's where you bring in your bomb video. So you can, hey, because it's a great conversation, right? Hey, just remember we helped you sell your house 3 years ago. Want to check in on you. And just a great opener. And seeing your face is so key. Anytime you can do that.
Absolutely. And also I am into the birthdays, I will call them on the birthdays.
The birthday is a great one. Absolutely. That's another great day because who calls you on your birthday?
The closest persons.
That's right. That's exactly right. Your friends and your family. And so you're kind of working your way into that inner circle in their heart. And that's why it's so powerful. Right there, if they're a past client, you got two nice, easy conversations to reach out of. You said you were going to do 4 a year, right? Once a quarter.
Yes.
What are you going to do on the other calls? Have you thought about that?
No, I'm still kind of working on that.
Okay, let me give you some ideas. What the top agents will typically do, one of the things they like to do, and has really grown out of the last 5 or 6 years, is they like to do an event. Okay, an event, because the event is a reason to call. And in fact, that's the number one reason for the event. People think it's the event, and the event is fun, but the real reason is so you can reach out to everybody on your list and invite them to this event. And so if you're working this well, what the top folks are starting to do is they do at least now a quarterly event. They'll just plan it out right now for next year. They'll schedule out their events. So they'll have one in the first quarter of the year, in the second quarter of the year, third quarter of the year, and the fourth. And if your market is seasonally strong at the beginning of the year, you want to make sure you're coming out strong in that first 3 months of the year. That's what most markets are. Where are you located?
I am in Seneca, South Carolina.
South Carolina, I love it. Yeah, my mom's from North Carolina, so that's a beautiful country out there.
Yeah. Where are you from? I mean, located.
Yeah, I'm in Denver right now. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Colorado. Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm in Travelers Rest, South Carolina, so we're neighbors.
Oh, yeah, that's right, Karen.
Yeah.
What part are you in?
Travelers Rest.
Oh, Traveler Rest. Yeah, we're very close. I'm here in Seneca.
Yeah. About an hour drive.
Yeah. Send me your number. I would love to connect with you.
Okay. That is awesome. You should have put that in the chat, or reach out to each other on the side so this doesn't go out to a national
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, good job. Well, that's fantastic. So you got to know the seasonality of your market, and if it picks up, like in my market, it's really strong in the spring. So we have the most number of contracts in March, April, and May. That's when our big hit is, the big rush in our market. And if you know that, you want to backtrack about 60 to 90 days and make sure you're marketing really strong to your people then. So in January and February, in my market, as an example, if you wait till the market is really strong, say in the spring in my market, if you wait till May, it's over. You've missed the big rush, right? You'll still get business, but you've missed the big rush. So it's really important to know that seasonality and try to work that into your system. You might want to what I call front end load it, where you're doing a little extra effort in these upcoming months. We get such in the holiday season right now, we kind of get lax and it's an air. We need to be building up all of our energy and start coming out and reaching out and talking to people and get in front of them. It's a great time. So let's go back to events. Okay, so here's some ideas for events. They don't have to be big. In the old days, go ahead.
That's one thing that I was thinking about for this year, but I don't know. I'm glad that you're talking about what kind of events we can have. So that's awesome.
Cool. Let me help a little bit there. And then I want to, by the way, everybody listening, I want you to throw in some ideas. I'm going to open it up here in a second. You can throw in ideas for events or other things that Sylvania can do to reach out to her people throughout the course of the year. We got a really good group in here. This is going to be awesome. I'm going to just give a couple quick ideas first. With events, used to be that we would do a big year-end gala. Like 30 years ago, you do a big, huge, giant, expensive event with bands and a big ballroom and a 7-course meal. It was crazy. I mean, nobody could afford that, right? So since then, they've really scaled it back. One of the most popular events today is probably the Pi Day giveaway. Just happened for Thanksgiving, right? That's a lower cost, lower budget thing. But you can do things that are even lower in expense than that, such as contests and giveaways, where you're offering to raffle off tickets to this or that, or say an easy one is a gift card, like to Amazon. Everybody can use that, and everybody wants it. $100 gift card. If your budget's not that big, make it $50. Or if you have a huge budget, make it $500. I do whatever you need to do to work it in. Also, if you can have first, second, and third place, that's really cool too. Now you can do just a complete giveaway where you say, hey, I'm giving away these gifts just to reach out for this special occasion. We'll give some ideas in a minute. The other is you could have a contest where people have to do something in order to enter the event. So for instance, we just had Halloween. Somebody would have to send in a picture of them in their Halloween costume, or a friend or family member in a costume, and they're entering the raffle that way. And the way you do it is you have it on a Facebook page. All right, so you have a Facebook group, and then people are going into the group and they're posting up their information. And so they're going to have to ask to join your group to do that if they're not already in there. Now you have all your people in one audience, which is kind of nice for you to do your next event. Here's an idea as an example. You could do, we're coming up on the spring, and we're coming up on February, Valentine's Day. That's a great reach out. A lot of different things people do. An inexpensive one is you can do a Valentine's Day kissing contest. Okay, a kissing photo contest. And what you do is you have them kiss someone that's important to them in their life and take a picture and post it up on that website. And maybe they win a romantic dinner for two to Romeo's restaurant, or some local restaurant in your area that people like to go to. And then you go there and you get yourself a gift card or gift certificate, and you can provide that as a gift. So you can try to create some fun things that are inexpensive. Top agents I know who have done, how do you do the Pie Day giveaway? Some people on Valentine's Day will give out a romantic dinner at home. So they'll give like a baked pizza that you can take from their site. Instead of getting a pie, you get a pizza and maybe a liter of Coke, or if you're okay with alcohol, you give away alcohol. Some people do that. Anyway, these are some ideas. What do you think about all that?
That's good. I was looking through again on my database when I realized that I was so, everywhere. And I have like around 20, I speak Spanish, so that's my first language. English is my second one. So in the past years, I have helped 20 families, Hispanic families. So I was trying to think what to do, because I would like to have one event for my Hispanic people and one event for my, Americans. So
Sure.
What do you think I could do for the Hispanics?
I got an easy one, Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, you're right.
Right? I've got one of our top agents, solo agents, does that every year. That's her favorite event, is a Cinco de Mayo event.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm sure there's a bajillion different things you could think of, but that's the first one that popped to my head.
Yeah.
Right? Because they would understand the significance of the event and why it's important. And but you could do anything.
Okay.
Yeah, you can absolutely do a Spanish speaking only party, or you'll have to use your creativity. Just remember kind of the basic framework is that you can do a contest, you could do a giveaway, you can do a party where you meet in person. Like some people do a love you a latte party. That's an inexpensive one. A love you a latte, LATTE, like the drink, the latte, like a coffee. And you go to a coffee shop, you invite everybody over there, or it could be a small group, and you maybe provide the first copy and they get the rest, and you're all meeting and you're chatting with one another. Okay. That's a pretty popular and expensive event.
Okay.
Let's do this. I got really smart people here to help us today. I'm going to open this up. Anybody wants to pitch in and give Sylvania some ideas, go ahead and unmute yourself and let us know what you think she should be doing to reach out to her past clients, either events or any other thing you can think of. Oh, I see some smart people here. Go ahead and unmute yourself.
Don't be afraid. I broke the ice, so come on.
Oh, I thought for sure we'd have some people kick in. Well, don't be shy because I can babble a lot. If you think of anything, please unmute yourself and let us know what you're thinking. Let me go back to the idea of the events. Again, they're really awesome. You can have a really low budget. You can do this whole thing for like $1,000 for the whole year by doing 4 events that are just these contests and giveaways, right? Because if you had a $100 first prize, a $50 second prize, a $25 third prize, that's $175. And so for 2 of those, that's $350, and for 4 events, it's $700. Right? So it's pretty inexpensive for the whole year, and you're reaching out to all your people. And see, then the advantage is the invitation, right? So you can call them up and say, hey, I just want to invite you to my kissing day contest. And they're going to be like, well, what's that? And you can talk to them about it and say, here's how you enter. And that's it. By the way, these reach outs, they don't have to include real estate if your other marketing is already talking about real estate. You can then these personal reach outs are very easy because they're just friendly. How you doing?
Excellent.
Do you have do you marketing in both English and Spanish?
That's my thing. Unfortunately, I haven't found like a good marketing information for my Hispanics. So at this moment, for my Hispanic, I have not marketed into them. Those have been referrals from one thing and another. They have found me. So that's how I have done the deals with them. But I really would like to find a Spanish information so I can send them in our language versus English. You unmuted. If you can hear me, you unmute. Hi, Michael.
Hold on just a minute.
That's fine.
So, Silvania, is that how you say your name?
Silvana.
Savannah?
Yes.
Okay. So I just wanted to mention that if you haven't already started to use Breakthrough Broker, you could create postcards from there and use your awareness of how to translate it to Spanish. So that could be your Spanish marketing.
Okay, great.
I don't know if you're saying that was your hurdle or if the hurdle was knowing who would be able to read it.
No, my hurdle was finding where to get the Spanish information already to schedule it to those specific clients that speak Spanish.
Yeah, so Breakthrough Broker does a lot of free stuff. They can mail it for you, but you could also start with a template and translate it into Spanish so that you've got that conversion in your hands, but you're not starting from scratch.
Exactly.
It's a template
Exactly. Okay, good. I have forgotten about the Breakthrough Brokerage. Yes.
I stole the idea from Mike.
Karen, that was awesome. Thank you. Can you hear me now? Can everybody hear me? Oh, thank you. Thank you for letting me know. And Karen, thank you for stepping in. That was awesome. And anything else you can think of, please do. I see so many incredible people here. I hope they'll jump in. So let's see. Let's talk about. So an idea for your Spanish people. All right. So here's an idea. Remember we talked about doing the monthly reports for your audience. You got the information already that's come in to you on that postcard. And we talked about you saying it out on video. You could do that. You could do 2 versions, one in English and one in Spanish.
Okay.
You could then send the English version to your English speakers and your Spanish version to your Spanish speakers.
Great idea. Thank you.
And if you know the difference between the 2, bingo, you got it. And now you're talking literally in their language. Marketing,
Exactly.
It's so important to talk people's language.
That's correct, because I know some of them speak English, of course, but for some reason I'm sure they prefer to communicate in Spanish. So
Sure. And to being bilingual and being able to speak both is awesome. Yeah.
thanks.
So
Is your website both?
Great idea. No. I mean, great question. No. I need to work on that website. Check on that.
And does anybody have a bilingual website that they've used? I don't know how that works. Does somebody go in and at the top maybe it says check
Translate
here for English or check here for Spanish?
Right.
Have you done that, Michael?
I've seen websites where you pick at the top
Right.
which language, and then it's already there's online programs that are available that'll do the translating. You could have it in German, you could have it in French.
Great
That's
idea.
awesome.
Thank you.
That'd be powerful. Yeah, you could ask your company if they can do the postcards in both languages too. Yeah, by doing this little extra work, you're probably going to build up an even stronger clientele, right? Because if someone can only speak Spanish or that's their native language and their easier language, then they're going to tell other Spanish speakers, oh man, this gal can help you out, right?
Yeah.
This is who you got to talk to.
Yes.
So cool. The other thing, again, is just remember in your marketing to be making offers. When you're reaching out to your past clients in sphere of influence, they're lower key though. They don't need to be in your face and really blast it out. They're just kind of like a secondary thought or something at the end. But you do need to always make an offer and a call to action, because then people don't know what's available and they don't know what to do to get it.
Exactly.
Has this been helpful?
Yes, I'm excited.
Kind of mapping out your annual marketing plan. Does anyone else have any other ideas for this time of year on annual marketing plan and what should be included?
Maybe postcards that say, is it your New Year's resolution to buy a new home?
I like that. Yeah, that's a good one, Karen.
I can help.
Are you going to put that together?
It just popped in my head now. It might be a little late to start planning, but
If you rush it, you
maybe.
can get it out there. Yeah, because you can send it in the first week of the year, second week of the year, and still it has significance.
Yeah.
Maybe more useful to send out a focus on list your house before the spring.
Ah, excellent. I like that, Michael. Do you do anything like that, Michael?
I'm doing everything I possibly can to stay ahead of the curve.
Awesome. Mike, are you guys doing also like farming into a specific subdivision?
Farming?
Pardon me?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a geographic farm.
Yeah, geographic farm. Yes.
I'm
Everything
not taking advantage of that method.
I do is farming.
Oh, okay. Okay. No, because we were talking about, database. I had that in my head. So
Same.
whatever. I'm sorry.
Same thing. If I'm calling my database, I'm farming.
Okay.
Michael has a big long-term perspective. It's why he's been so successful for so long. If you want to hear about Michael, we have him on our interview and success calls. Go check it out. But if you listen to him, he has a very long-term perspective on how to build relationships. And that's what I believe is trying to get across to you, is you're building this fertile soil everywhere, not just in a geographic farm, but say a social or a people farm. Did I get that right, Michael?
That's right.
That makes sense.
Why limit yourself?
Right. Yeah, because at the same time, we want to, keep in front of our close clients and then gain new ones. So,
Savanya, I I like what you're doing. Let me just tell you that geofarm, I've done a lot of geofarm work in my career, and it's expensive.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is.
That's the first thing you got to know. And it's hard to get it right. When you get
Absolutely.
it, it's
But
wonderful, but it's
I know.
hard to do it right.
Exactly. I have sent this little postcard,
Nice.
and I have gotten listings out of this simple postcard.
What's on the back? Is there an offer on the back?
Yes, it says, call me today. I can help. If you have any questions or concerns, please contact me today. I'm here to help you with all your real estate needs. And right there in the bottom, I have like a little sticker for home evaluation, free estimate home evaluation.
How are the people coming into you off that card? Did they come into you doing a free market analysis or calling you on the phone?
No, they have called me. I have gotten 4 listings out of this little card. And, you know, of course, not everything at the same time, but in different times, you know?
Sure. Yeah.
So
Well, whenever you find something that's working, you should continue to do it.
exactly. So I'm being consistent, like you said, you know, becomes, it's part of doing business, I guess.
Things you might want to test. So when you become a strong marketer, you start testing a lot of different things to see what works.
Okay.
One of the things you might want to test are adding some different offers and call to actions on the back. So a direct offer for a market analysis, because you said you're getting listings from it.
Mm-hmm.
You could have 2 boxes on the back, one for a market analysis, one for a free list of homes, or one for your top 10 X type of homes. For instance, if swimming pools are real popular in your area, pool homes, or mountain view homes, or lake view homes, whatever's popular in your area, those are the things, your top 10 picks for that would be a good way to narrow the list down and create some interest.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever works, you continue to do. I don't want to turn you away from doing geofarming. Go ahead and try it if you'd like, but it is expensive and time consuming. You're going to get a bigger bang for your buck working on your past clients and sphere of influence and trying to work out your business that way. It's much more profitable and less risky.
Yes, I know.
So, and then once you get that rolling, you can use your extra profits to try to build out a geofarm or these other mediums. That would be my recommendation.
Correct. I agree with you.
Let's see, what else did we get? We've got, you got your report going out once a month by mail, which I like. Then you've got your reach out by phone once a quarter. We talked about, I'm just doing a quick recap here. We talked about happy birthday. We talked about home anniversary. We talked about doing an event 1 to 4 times a year. So you can reach out to people for an event. I hope you now see they can be big events or small events.
Mm-hmm.
I've had people go to putt golf with people, whatever you like to do for fun. For instance, I got a gal who loves to go to football games, college football games in her area. And she will put together, when you go to these football games, they want to check your bag for what you have inside. Okay. And it's kind of time consuming. They're going to look through there and make sure you don't have alcohol or, a gun or whatever. I don't know. They're looking in there for stuff. And so she came up with a clear plastic bag that you can carry, a tote, that she hands out as a prize to people in one of her contests, other of her friends that like to go to these games. And it was a very inexpensive gift. She tinseled her name on it and phone number, and very small down at the bottom as a little bit of a promotion, because she knows her local market.
Right.
She's in Louisiana, so she also does a lot of crawfish stuff. Okay, so she gives away crawfish bars that you can wash your hands and get the odor out after you've eaten crawfish, or a crawfish serving tray, or a crawfish bib, right? All these cool things that tie into her local market. That agent sold 106 homes as a solo agent last year. So I'm just telling you, these ideas work. I'm not making this up. I'm just grabbing ideas from all these smart people and trying to share them.
Awesome.
Okay.
So Vanya, you're near Clemson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so football, definitely.
I know.
Play on that.
I'm not into football, but whatever it takes.
Other people are, your clients are.
Exactly.
Cool. So think about those contests or giveaways that you can do for something local in your area, something that people would like. Just think about what you would like or what your friends would like or the people you hang out with would like. You'll think of things that are unique and different. If you can make it flavorful for your area, it's pretty cool. You could do a giveaway where it's depending on your budget. You could do a giveaway where you give away maybe a weekend vacation at the beach, right? where you have them go over to the coast and get them a bed and breakfast or something for 2 days. I don't know. You can be creative with that. I used to always love to go to the beach when I was in Carolina. So, or you got the mountains. You got so many cool things there. Just start using your imagination. What would you like to do? What would they like to do?
Right. Okay. Thank you.
Sure. You're doing the most important thing at the beginning. You mentioned you're formalizing your database. So you have a way to reach out to all these people and you have all their information.
Yes, that was.
What's your CRM that you're using to make that happen?
I have, of course, two, but I'm trying to get everything on follow-up both.
Good. Yeah, that's a good program. I've heard good stuff about it. I haven't personally used it, but I've heard really good stuff. Make sure you get all of that information in there, because whether you use it or you want to use a different one or whatever, once you get the data, you can transfer it in and out pretty easily.
Yes, actually, I'm creating it on Excel. That's what I thought I had it organized. So when I make my business plan, they were talking about database. I said, okay, let's review my database. So when I open, it's like, oh my God, I'm missing people down here on left and right. And so, yes. So that's how I found out that I was not clear on my database.
Building it out in a spreadsheet is excellent.
Yes.
Because that is something you can then transfer in and out of any CRM or just leave it in the spreadsheet and work. We're doing a cool event coming up in next month called the Solo Agent Summit. And this is the third one we're doing. And one of the things I asked the folks is, hey, what are you using as a CRM? A lot of them just use a spreadsheet. For instance, Monica, I should have been name dropping too. So the gal down in Louisiana, if you want to learn more about that, was Jen Burns. We got Michael Edlin here with us today. He's a master. Thank you, Michael. Tony, I see. Holquin is here with us. Good to see you, Tony. You got a lot of people with great references of information and knowledge base. Karen's been helping us out today. Thank you, Karen. But this other idea was Monica Angelis. Monica Angelis likes to use spreadsheets for everything, as well as Amanda Bell, which y'all may not know as well, but you will. Anyway, Monica did 162 closings last year as a solo agent. Okay, and they like to run their system off a spreadsheet, including their database. So I'm just letting you know it's okay to be working in a database. People tell me, oh, I can't do this or I can't do that because I don't have this, I don't have that. Some of the top people don't have some fancy CRM. They're using it all out of a spreadsheet.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, and that's a great place to sift and sort and to find out what information you're missing.
Absolutely.
Does anybody have any good ideas on how to dig up information that you're missing? Like if you're missing a phone number or an address or an email address, any ideas on how to get that info?
Spokio.
That's the search that you can go find on Google, right? Or go on the internet, Google Spokio. Awesome. Any other places that you can find information you're missing a gap in your info?
I don't know if you have this, Silvana, but Forewarn, if you know their first and last name, you can find.
I know. For some reason, I had access before from the Greenville MLS, and I'm not able to log in again. I need to, are you on the Greenville MLS? Are you still able to use it? Oh, okay. I need to review that because last time it was, a couple of months ago, I was checking something and I couldn't log in, but I'm gonna review that. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And it might require a security code from your phone, but then you can log in, I think, usually after
Okay,
that.
I will review that because I was having problems logging in.
Yeah, but that's awesome for filling in the gaps when you thought you got the right number, but you're one digit off, and that clarifies for you if you know their first and last name, or if you know their phone number, it'll bring up their name.
Okay, great. I need to review something particular.
What was the name of that program, Karen?
Forewarn, it's mainly, that's not really its typical purpose. It's to do a quick background check on someone to make sure you're not walking into the arms of a criminal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. I hope everybody heard that. I hope they have access. And the idea, the big picture idea that you can get a lot of tools in your MLS today they just didn't have before. I mean, it's amazing when I open up the MLS, how many different things you have access to. We had two. It was the listings and we had the public records, and that was it. And now there's like 25 different things you can tap into on our MLS, and I imagine yours as well. So you can get a lot of these. The point is you may be already paying for some of these tools, right?
Right.
Yep.
Cool.
And CRS can get you access to their mailing address.
Yes, I love CRS. And it's funny, that CRS is out of Greenville MLS because the Western Upstate MLS use another program.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, it sounds like we're building out a pretty cool concept for your annual marketing plan. The key now is to
implement
take the time, maybe after this call or your next free time, to write it out. Don't let this slip away, right? And you're sitting here in 6 months going, I forgot to write all this stuff down. Take the action now.
I'm writing it.
Good. Good. And you can just map it out either by writing. A lot of top people still do it all in handwriting, right? You can do it by handwriting. You can put it on a spreadsheet. You can put it on a Word document. Nice thing about if you use like Google Docs is that you can upload it and you can see it all over the place, like on your phone and your computer and whatever. If you do it's a free account and you can kind of get it there. You can also do spreadsheets and other things in that free account with Google. But do it wherever it's comfortable for you. The key is to have it formulated. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's the other thing I want you to know. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to be in place and you got to take action on it. Ultimately, you want to get down where you've scheduled this all out. Like as an example, in Google, you can have a calendar as well. And you can schedule out the dates of when these things are going to happen so they don't slip by. You know the date you're going to do your event, right? And then you can build up the marketing to it. If you have it all mapped out now, the odds of you doing it go way up.
Absolutely. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. This is fun. Well, let's do this. Is there anything else that anybody would like to say to help out here on building out an annual marketing plan?
Just to add to the Google Docs, if you prefer Word because it's a little bit different and you're willing to pay $9.95 a month, you can get Microsoft 365. And it offers the same opportunity of being able to sync your documents across your phone and your computer, editing from both. You can also see the little cursor and see who else may be editing the document if you've given them permission.
Okay.
So it's really similar, just not free.
True. That's awesome. That's a good point. Well, this has been a lot of fun. We got just a couple minutes left, and let me just open it up. Does anybody else have any other topic that you would like us to brainstorm on or talk about that we haven't talked about today? If you do, speak up, unmute yourself, let us know so we can give a couple minutes to that idea.
I'm
Go
curious
ahead, Michael.
for Silvana. Do you do your video bomb from where you're sitting right now?
No, I go outside.
So you've got better lighting.
Yes. And I have lights. I'm prepared if I have to do it from here.
Good. Just wondered.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it. No, because it is dark into my face. No, I put lights. And when it's nice and sunny, I go right here in the back. I appreciate it. Great feedback.
I like that. Let me just throw something out, by the way. I'd rather you do one where the lighting is bad and they can't see your face well and your voice is sounding crackly, but you actually did it. Then everything is perfect and going to be the perfect day and the perfect everything, and you never get around to it because it's never perfect enough. Michael's absolutely right. You always want to up your game.
Of course.
But you got to get in the game first. So,
Absolutely.
so
Right.
that's my only advice for our perfectionists listening. Just make sure you get in the game first, and then you can improve it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Good. That was good. Good point, Mike. All right, good. Anybody else before we wrap up? Any other ideas, thoughts, issues you want us to talk about?
I have one last recommendation. If anyone has not read the book Think and Grow Rich, I think it's a great one.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure Mike's read it. A lot of what he does is based around it. Hence Mastermind. It's a pretty good one.
If you like that, you might also read Thank and Grow Rich.
Did you say thank?
Thank.
So around gratitude, essentially?
Yes.
Oh, that's a new one.
That sounds intriguing.
A lady named Pam Grout. If you read any of her books, if you like the idea of Think and Grow Rich, she's got a book of experiments, thought experiments.
Okay.
I'll just
On that note, Go Giver is another good book.
Oh,
Go
yes.
Giver's
Go
a
Giver.
great-
I love it.
Great book.
Yes. Actually, I just ordered the Go Giver and Sell. What was the name? He has a few from that. Kendall.
The Magic Kingdom. Great book.
Okay. The name, Go Givers Sell More from Bob. He also I just ordered that one, so.
Has anyone read The Richest Man in Babylon?
Oh, yes.
It's a classic. Everybody should read it.
Yeah.
Okay. Second confirmation in 2 days. I should read it.
It's a
It is a
quick read.
tiny one. You can read it in 2 days.
Oh, well, perfect.
Yes.
It's even better.
Yes, it's really short. I got all my books at home, but yes, I'm into reading a lot.
Okay. Third confirmation. It's happening.
Absolutely. If you're looking for a marketing book, 22 Immutable Laws of Marketing. I think it's 22 Immutable Laws of Marketing. Yeah.
22 what?
Immutable. That's a weird word. Immutable Laws of Marketing. It shows you how to position yourself in first place. By restructuring the category.
Awesome.
Yeah. It's just by redefining the category, you can push yourself to the first. It's
Excellent.
pretty sharp. Yeah. It's a classic as well. A lot of good stuff here. This has been fantastic and so much fun. I really appreciate everybody participating today. This has been great. Sylvania, thank you so much for being here. Karen, thank you for chiming in and helping us out. Michael, thank you for helping us out as well today. This has been so good. Just so you know, I think I've recorded this properly. If we did, we're going to be posting it out so you can listen to it. It's going to be out in our Facebook group. And then it will also be out on our YouTube channel at Mastermind Agent Network. You can check it out there. If there were anything that flew by and it went too fast and you want to re-listen or watch or the like, that's where you can check out the replays. And we do this every Tuesday, same time, same place. You're welcome to join us again. Thank you for being here today. It was a lot of fun. So thank you so much. Y'all take care. Have a fantastic holiday season.
You too.
Thank you. Bye.
All righty. Bye-bye.
Happy holidays.
Bye.
Bye.